Good morning, friends. It's Heather at Bush Poppy Farm. Hope you're doing well. I am back out at the farm today. It is a nice, cool morning. It's going to get hotter, but it's very windy. This is the fire weather that we're starting into. So I got to be a little bit careful of my eyes because I think this nice, fluffy, powdery soil is going to be very windborne today. All right, so I did forget to bring my pump for the wheel on the wheelbarrow, but that's okay. I think what I'm going to do is use buckets to apply the compost to the beds that are ready for it over here because it's hard to get a wheelbarrow up and down those rows, a full wheelbarrow, and dump it multiple times to spread it out. So I think it's just easier with buckets. So that's what I'm going to do. If I get done with those 4 beds and still feel up to it, then I'll start carting soil into the one that I started yesterday and try to get that all the way filled up. It's been a rough morning to both Aiden and myself with migraines. And so I'm doing the best I can, but I really need to be out here. I want to be out here. I've got a lot to do. So we're going to just hit it and see how far we get. Okay, I'm not done working, and I haven't been filming because the camera keeps dying. There's no shade to put it in, and in the sun, it dies after like being on for a minute. Okay, so I've got those 2 beds filled with compost. I still need to do that one. This one's done, and then I just need to fill this bed. I'm gonna take a quick break, have a snack because I'm kind of shaky, and finish these 2 beds, and then I think I'm going to try to get the irrigation down. All I really need to do is just hook up the hoses, the drip tape, and attach it to both ends, and then turn on the water and just let it run for a while. Really need to saturate this soil if I want to plant tomorrow because it is bone dry, like dusty bone dry. And those little seedlings and those little soil blocks, doesn't matter how much I saturate them, going in the ground tomorrow, they will just dry out and crisp up. So I need to get this soil hydrated. So after I eat, that's the plan. I'll check back with you after that. If I can find a place to set up the camera where it won't stop, and if I can rig up some sort of shade, I will do that. Okay, I'm absolutely exhausted. I think 7 yards of compost is going to be plenty. There's a lot left, which is good because I have a huge 8x4 bed and a 4x6 bed to fill, basically bottom to top, plus the other beds, but I think we're going to be good. So I'm done. Couldn't film all of it because the camera just would not cooperate, but hopefully you can see we've got a layer of the new soil on top of every bed. We've got 3 lines of irrigation on every bed. Now I need to go turn on the irrigation, run it. I'm going to set it for 2 hours of steady drip, and then I'm going to come back and check and make sure it's actually working because, you know, there could be a hole in the system somewhere. You know, we just don't know. But the reason I'm doing this now and that I've stayed out so long today is that I want to transplant tomorrow. So this has been a long day, but I feel accomplished. Now I just got to do the same thing on the other 5 beds. We'll get there. All right, I'm going to go turn on the irrigation, and let's hope that it's all still set up. There's no holes anywhere and that this works. Well, it's on. So there's a splitter at the hose bib, and I haven't labeled which is which. One of the lines goes to this upper bed area, all these 10 beds, and the other line goes to the Pollinaria Patch, the Dahlia bed, and then the stuff down at the bottom. So I need to label them because I couldn't remember which one it was. So I turned it on, came back down here, found out it was the bottom stuff, which I guess in a way was good because I saw a bunch of leaks that I'm going to need to fix. But then I had to go back up. And so if you're new here, the water for my plot comes from a hose bib that is 1,200 feet that way. And so we have run 1,200 feet of the this black mainline tubing, 2 lines of it downhill. And you can see where it splits off. Those are the 2 lines. So I have a timer on there, and it runs 1 line at 6 a.m. and 1 line at 8 a.m. But it's been off for a long time because there was some leaks. Fixed that, and now it's back. So it'll come back on tomorrow morning, both sides. And I just want to, it takes a while to repressurize a system after it's been off for a while. This is a closed loop. There is a header up at the front here, where the hose connects, and then the exact same thing happens down there. There's another header, and so they're connected on both ends. I didn't used to have to do that. I could just have one header, and then they just come out here, and I close it off at the end. But there wasn't enough pressure to get water all the way down the tube that way. So I have, now it's a closed system where there's pressure throughout the whole thing. Basically, it's a giant box with lines in between that are all connected. So yeah, this is going to run for 2 hours today. I haven't tacked down the irrigation yet. I can do that tomorrow. The important thing is getting these beds wet, and it's drip. So there's an emitter right there, and it's just a very slow drip. You can see like that. So 2 hours might sound like a long time to run irrigation, but when you're dripping like that, it takes that long to really make an impact. So it'll run like that today and tomorrow, and then I hope it'll be enough. I do see one leak that I'll have to repair, but I'll have to do that tomorrow. So when I come out tomorrow, I can, and it's running again, I can fix anything, but I don't see anything major. I'm reusing all of this irrigation, which is wonderful. When I was at Fish Ranch, the water was from a well, which was right on the property, so that was easy, but there was so much calcium in the well water that it would clog up the lines really bad, and I had to replace the irrigation every couple of months. It was super expensive. So even though the water was free, it just destroyed the irrigation tubes. They would just become white, crusty tubes that water couldn't drip through anymore. So this is better. All right, I'm wiped. It's the end of the day. I need to go pick up my kid from school. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. I know it was probably a short video for you, even though it was a long day for me, but I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a wonderful time in your garden, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.